You don't know what Hitler got planned for you. Well, you can't change nothing around when you don't know it. Huh? You stupid enough to believe that a baby came out your belly will get a gun and get some other thug niggas and run down the street and shoot another nigga? And you buy that? It's organ stealing. Black men's organs sell for 1,000 times more than black women. Okay? That's what it's about. And y'all let them tell you that. Oh, I left my glasses. Here, do me a favor. I want you to hear this.
You want to read this?
Yeah. What paper is that out of?
This is Boing, Going, Boing.
That's Britain.
Okay.
Okay, now listen to this real good.
Cory Doctorow. Is that the brother that wrote it?
Yeah.
Okay. For 50 years, residents of the French village.
This is 50 years ago. What's the date on that?
Let's see, where is it?
We'll skip it.
Okay, yeah,
50 years ago.
you know,
CIA.
the CIA, the French village of Point Saint.
Went to a village outside of Paris
Right.
and took some LSD,
LSD.
and dumped it in the wheat they was making the bread with, and they started, go ahead.
Okay. The murder of Frank Olson, CIA's secret Cold War experiments.
Yes, okay.
One man tried to drown himself, screaming that his belly was being eaten by snakes.
And this is what's happening to your children now.
And
They spread it every night.
An 11-year...
If you're so stupid, you believe that came out your belly and that's doing it. They did this 50 years ago to white folks. Where do you think the scientists are now? Huh? Where do you think the scientists are now?
You know what, Mr. Gregory, Dr. Gregory, you're right on target. Many of you all may know about Dr. Gregory's activism in the Civil Rights Museum and being a national critic. But one of the things that Dr. Gregory is really famous for is his recent work on health. And matter of fact, the story he told you about, when he was talking about his daughter, said, you want to yell at? I encourage you all to go to YouTube and look and listen to that particular soliloquy that Dick Gregory was talking about, because he was talking about health. And I know you're telling the truth, because I don't mind sharing with you. I do suffer, Mr. Gregory, I suffer from end-stage renal failure. Now, when I was I graduated from Lemoyne in '92. Valeria will tell you, my brother A.C. Curry. I ran track. I was a pretty healthy cat, Myra. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea what dialysis clinics were.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, in my last year of law school, I'm starting to have all these crazy problems.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward to today, I got to sit on the dialysis machine 3 hours a day. 4 hours a day, 3 days a week, but God is good, and we still, I still do what I do. But I say all that to say, what you're saying is damn right. How does Thaddeus Matthews say it? Them damn ramen noodles, some of the food that we eat and consume, McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, you know what I'm saying, Myron? What else? Yes, say it again, brother.
Genetically modified organisms.
Say it one more time.
Genetically modified organisms.
Genetically modified organisms, and that's what it is. So in the midst of trying to maintain what we're supposed to do politically, and in the midst of us doing what we're supposed to do as responsible journalists, and in the midst of holding up sisters like Tammy Sawyer, who's out here as a millennial and running for office, and supporting brothers like Terrence, and supporting ministries like the Reverend Earl Fisher, and reading the blogs and the columns of Patricia Lee, we can't damn focus, Mr. Gregory, because we eating the wrong.
That's all Dr.
And the thing that just makes me so angry is that if you try to go to Whole Foods, they want your firstborn child. They want your firstborn child. For a loaf of bread, they want your firstborn child. So you got to go take yourself over to Cash Shavers or Kroger and get that old nasty ass wheat bread that is nothing but dyed bread. It ain't real bread, and you're putting it in your kid's body, and you want to know why little Ray can't learn in school. But anyway, I digress.
No. What you saying? Back up a minute.
Yes, sir.
Whole Food is owned. Huh? It's owned by what's the white boy that ran for president last year? Romney. It's owned by Romney. Huh? Now watch this. Here's where you're missing when you miss out the big picture. If you got an old raggedy car that you getting 2 miles to the gallon, and then you take it to his shop and he put a new engine in it, you don't need that. When you eat organic food, you don't need 12 potatoes. 2 of them
will do. Fine.
will do it. Huh? You damn right it's high because you haven't changed your whole research piece. Okay? And so when you stop and think about what they telling us and what we looking at.
Yes, sir. I'll read it again.
Hear this. Now wait. I want you to hear this.
Now this is Daily Mail. This is out of London.
That's out of London.
Right.
This is why this is important.
Wait,
hold.
Yes, sir.
The thing that happened in South Carolina at the church, huh? It didn't happen.
Say that again.
It didn't happen. Okay? You heard what I just said?
It didn't happen.
Did you hear me?
Okay.
Not one newspaper. I'm the one got the word out around the world.
Okay.
Huh? And let me tell you why.
Yes, sir.
When I called the black press down there and said, what time did y'all get to work? I said 11 o'clock. Huh? It happened at 9:03.
Yes, sir.
Okay? At 9:03. And so all at once now you say, wait a minute. The mother, the grandmother that says she told her grandchild, did y'all see the story? 6-year-old grandchild to play dead. Did you know that? She was killed. So who told the world that story? The 6-year-old? See, that's what you got to do when you're dealing with a criminal. Okay? You got to check everything they saying. Huh? You didn't see one body, you didn't hear nobody scream.
No.
You heard nobody cry. You saw no ambulance. And one day this week when you get home, Google Ferguson, you remember when he was coming out? The shop where he stole her? Get a good look at him. He had on flip-flops and short pants. 15 minutes later, he laying out there dead with Nikes and long pants on. Okay? They put it in your face because they know you and white folks ain't going to see nothing that they don't tell you. Okay? You ain't going to see nothing. Now, listen to this now.
Washington.
It happened on the 17th of June.
June 19th, Reuters.
This check went out on the 19th. 2 days later, they sent to South Carolina the
29
victims'
yeah.
families $29 million.
Yeah, the name of the article is U.S. to fast track $29 million to help Charleston shooting victims.
None of y'all heard this.
No.
Huh?
The Justice
No, wait,
Department.
hold it. The Justice Department is run by who?
Not us.
Who appoints?
The president.
Okay, then he had to know it.
Yeah, he knew it.
Huh? So that it happened on the 17th. 2 days later, somebody done cut a check and sent the money. Y'all, that's stupid. What are they paying for? Now listen to what it says.
The Justice Department will fast track the sending of $29 million to South Carolina to help families of victims of the mass murder of 9 churchgoers at the historic black church.
Now here, this is what you dealing with in America. Huh? This is what you dealing with. Huh? And you know nothing about it. This is you start asking yourself, okay, wait a minute. 2 days? How they get a check that fast? The check was cut. Huh?
An unspecified portion of the money allocated under the government's National Crime Victims Assistance Formula Grant Program can be used to provide services to families victims of shootings at Emmanuel.
The biggest story that broke was that, and not one paper in America got the story. Huh? And so we sitting here believing all this craziness, and then when you sit and look at it, you find out how they manipulate and how they playing games. Here, this is the Chicago Tribune. I want y'all to hear this.
Okay.
Huh?
And as soon as I read this, I'm gonna go to Brother Shaheed.
J. Edgar Hoover.
FBI used mob money against Dick Gregory. The late J. Edgar Hoover ordered the Chicago office of the FBI to develop measures to neutralize black
Now wait a
community.
minute. I got to tell X before it got to the FBI. That's who we are. Huh? That's who we are. I had that telex before they got it. I released it to the press. Go ahead and say what they say.
In a confidential memorandum dated May 15, 1968, the director of the FBI told Marlon W. Johnson, then special agent in charge of the Chicago office, that Gregory had been quoted the previous month saying syndicate hoods are living all over. They are the filthiest snakes that exist on earth. Consider the use of this statement and developing a counterintelligence operation to alert La Casa Nostra. La Cosa Nostra, yes, thank you. To Gregory's attack on LCN.
Now watch this here. I carried the stuff to the FBI. Okay? There is a God, huh, that put the whole planet together. Huh? The moon, the sun, the stars, rabbits, everything. And if that God can't protect me against some fishes, rotten snakes, then I'm praying to the wrong thing. I'm talking about the real God. The black church woman asked me, Mr. Gregory, can you tell me how to lose weight? You just follow a hoe around. A what? A hoe. Why? You ain't never seen a fat hoe, have you? Yeah, I see what's going on. I didn't say do what they do. I just said follow around. See what they do in special. Game. And this here piece that the universe gave you here. Didn't need no Harvard, Yale. The white boy that took the 7 wonders of the world, and ain't none of them nothing that God. Huh?
That's awesome.
One of the wonders, the black moon, the stars, the sun, is stuff that he could do.
Oh my goodness.
We need to stop buying into that and see $29 million
29 million
come out the White House.
in 2 days.
What were they paying for? And y'all sitting here and didn't even know.
Now,
Nobody knew.
we're gonna go on. I think, Mr. Gregory, we have a plethora of individuals that want to get involved in the discussion. Terrence Wilson, Reverend Earl Fisher, Ms. Lee.